Hey everybody, this is not your Dark Magician Duelist that you're used to seeing. This is a new YouTuber. My name is Daniel-san, and I'm from my team OvaGrind, and I'm here to give you guys a Magical Musketeer deck profile. Now, Dark Magician Duelist has given me the opportunity to guest upload on his channel for the week, so I will be coming to you with videos from Monday to Wednesday to Friday. I'm really grateful for this opportunity, and I'm here to give you guys a Magical Musketeer deck profile. Now, the Magical Musketeer deck is sort of with Dark Lord Syndrome, where the deck is unnecessarily expensive, but it's kind of worth the funds because the deck is actually really powerful. Even though at the recent YCS it didn't really do so well, that's fine. The deck can still perform very well at a competitive level. So like I said, I'm here to bring you guys a deck profile. Hope you guys enjoy, and if anything, please smash the like button down below because I'm really gonna appreciate it. I'm pretty sure Dark Magician Duelist will appreciate it as well. So let's get right to the profile. So to start things off, we have 3 Magical Musketeer Starfire. Now for those of you who don't know what the Magical Musketeers do, I will be going over the effects. So Starfire's effect is during either player's turn, you can activate Magical Musket spell and trap cards from your hand. And then if a spell and trap card is activated in this card's column, you can spell summon 1 level 4 lower Magical Musketeer from the deck. So in this case, it's sort of like a Hero Lives, where you activate a spell or your opponent activates a spell or trap in the column that this card is in, you get a free monster from the deck, and you can only use this effect once per turn. So she's really powerful. Like I said, being able to generate monsters from the deck with the activation of a spell or trap from opponent or you as the player is just really powerful and strong. So the next monster we have is 3 Magical Musketeer Kid Brave, and his effect, well, before I continue, all the Magical Musketeers have the same clause that you can activate Magical Musket spell and trap. That's what actually makes the deck really powerful, because it doesn't let you lose to cards like Zaphion or Danko Sekka, because you keep all your spell and traps in your hand, which is like insane for a deck to be able to do. So Kid's effect is, if a spell or trap card is activated in this card's column, you can discard 1 Magical Musket card and draw 2 cards. So the deck has its own destiny draw for consistency. Like, it's ridiculous. You're just able to generate so much free card advantage. You have a Hero Lives, you have a D draw. This deck just does a lot on its own. That's why it's like one of the best decks of the format right now, contending with Spiral and Pendulum Magician. So for next, we have Magical Musketeer Doc, and his effect is, if a spell or trap is activated in this card's column, you can add 1 Magical Musket card from your graveyard to your hand, but not a card with the same name as the activated card. So literally, you can add any Magical Musketeer card in your graveyard as long as the card activated in his column had a different name. So if your opponent activates, like, let's say for instance Upstart Goblin, you can add any Magical Musket card from your grave to your hand. That's insane. Like, you're just able to generate so much advantage. Like, it's ridiculous. And last but not least, we have Magical Musketeer Casper. Now this is the expensive card of the deck. Unfortunately, I believe the last time I checked, its price was about $30. In my opinion, he kind of deserves the price because he is the rotor for the deck. So if a spell and trap card is activated in this card's column, you can add 1 Magical Musket card from your deck to your hand, but not a card with the same name as the activated card. You can only use this effect once per turn. So literally, being able to add any Magical Musket card from your deck to your hand just because a spell or trap was activated is absolutely phenomenal. It's ridiculous. Excuse me, just getting so excited with the Magical Musketeers card, gave me a little burp. So we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 Magical Musketeer cards. Now, for the non-Magical Musketeer cards, monsters, we have Archphoenix Centric. Now, this is an interesting tech that my teammate Shun Ping came up with in his Magical Musketeer deck, because this is actually his list that I'm profiling for you guys tonight. Now, reason why this card is in here is because it's a double-edged sword in a good way. So you're able to have back row removal as well as activate a Magical Musketeer's effect, since it is being activated in the pendulum scale. Now with Master Roll 4, the pendulum zones being in the spell and trap zone. So this card just has double advantage when you have a Magical Musketeer in the same column as it. It's just really good. And for the hand traps, we have triple Ash Blossom and double Ghost Ogre. Now you can play this deck, like you're planning on picking up the Magical Musketeer deck, but you don't have like Ash Blossoms, you can easily replace the Ash Blossoms with something like Boar Wipes or even Kaijus. So for the next cards, we have, for the spells, we have double Instant Fusion. This actually is also another Archphoenix-centric type of card, where it has two uses. One use being to be able to summon cards like Invoked Raijin or Thousand Eyes Restrict, and then also being able to activate a Magical Musketeers effect. It's just really powerful. We have one Regeki, we have two Pot of Desires because it says draw two. We have triple Ties of the Brethren, which basically gets the deck going. You're able to target one of the level 3 Magical Musketeer cards and then be able to summon two more, and the one that you targeted obviously gets an effect, so that's really good. We have one Upstart Golem because it's just a free activation and a free card in our hand. We have triple Cosmic Cyclone, we have one Book of Moon, we have one of the what is this? I'm pretty sure this is the Chalice? No, this is the Honest of the deck, I'm sorry. So we have Magical Musketeer, Steady Hands. So we target, so it says target one Magical monster you control. Its attack defense become double its original attack and defense at the end of the turn. It cannot attack directly. That's fine. We were never activating this on our turn to attack. We're always activating this when we are getting attacked. So the next card is the Chalice of the deck, where if you control a magical musket monster, you can target one face-up monster on the field until the end of the turn. Changes its attack and defense to 0 and also has effects negated. So we play triple of that. We also play triple Magical Musketeer Desperado, which is the Zodiac Trident of the deck. And we have 3 of the Magical Musketeer Last Stand, which is the Solemn of the deck. It's actually really powerful that you're able to activate a counter trap from the hand. Like, that's just insane. That's why like this deck is just one of the contenders of the meta for right now. For the extra deck, we have one Invoked Raijin, we have one Panzer Dragon, we have one Dragoness the Wicked Knight because it is a level 3, and most of the deck is level 3, so we're able to make rank 3s. I said a lot of 3s. We have 1,000 Eyes Restrict. We have one Gaia Dragon, the Thunder Charger. We have one M7, which we are able to make thanks to Constellar Hades. We have one Digital Bug Corbage, which we are able to make thanks to number 20 Giga Brilliant. We have one Nightmare Shark because we're always trying to go for game. We have one Break Sword to get rid of any type of problematic card that's on the field. We have the one Constellar Hades. Now, for those of you who don't know what this card does, it takes 2 level 3 light monsters, and it says once per turn you can detach one exceed from this card. Change all monsters your opponent controls to face up defense position. That's insane. You're able to literally like change all your opponent's monsters to defense position and be able to beat over them. That's just really crazy. And also with Gaia Charger being a piercer, like, that's insane. And then you could just slap it on because of the M7. So it's consistency. We have one DDD Stone King Darius, and the reason we run that is because the whole deck is Fiends, and he's also a really like underrated card. I'll go over his effect in a second. We have one Super Quanto Mech Beast Grand Pulse. I already said the Giga Brilliant, and for Link monsters we have Deco Talker and Proxy Dragon. Now, what Darius does is once per turn during outplay's turn, you can detach one from this card, target one Dark Contrary card, control, destroy, and draw a card. We're not worried about that effect. It's the second effect that we're worried about, which reads: if this card battles an opponent's monster during damage calculation, you can detach the material from this card, make this card unable to be destroyed by that battle, and destroy the opponent's monsters that battled this card after damage calculation. And it also says, and if you do, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. So this card is just able to get over any problematic monster that is standing in your way, that is potentially preventing you from doing effects. So it's just really powerful. I like it a lot. And that's basically the profile. Like I said, this is one of the decks that, even though it didn't do good at YCS San Diego, it still has some pretty good pros and cons backing it. For instance, it has a really good Pendulum matchup because, see, in Pendulums, you're going to be guaranteed to activate a Magical Musketeer's effect because the Pendulum scales, like I said, Master 04, you got them in the spell and trap zones, so you're always going to be guaranteed effects if you place your Magical Musket monsters in those zones. Ties of the Brethren with any monster is just really powerful. Like, you're just able to generate so much free advantage if you have those 2 cards in your hand. And this deck is kind of like a snowball kind of deck where once it gets rolling, it's really hard to stop because you're always going to be generating advantage. And if you're able to like obtain so much advantage early game, you're most likely going to win that duel. Now, unfortunately, the cons of the deck, it is Glass Cannon, where the deck kind of needs Ties of the Brethren to get the ball rolling. So if Ties of the Brethren gets hit with Ash Blossom, yeah, you're not really going to have a good time. It definitely does have consistency issues. Even though they have a Destiny draw and we are running Pot of Desires, you're not prone to bricks. You're going to be having some bad hands due to the fact that most of the cards don't really synergize with each other, but that happens in a lot of decks. And the last con basically just loses to OTK decks, where the deck isn't just like made of beefy monsters. It's made of like interruptions. So if your opponent's just able to kill you without like having any type of care for your board, you're just gonna have another bad time. But like I said, it does have a good pendulum matchup, which is one of the best decks of the meta right now, being able to guarantee your effects. You may not win, but it all depends on how you play the game. So that's gonna be the profile for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and like I said, I'm very grateful for Dark Magician Duelist to give me the opportunity to guest upload on his channel. I will be coming back to you guys at Wednesday with another video. This is Daniel San signing out. Please go to my channel and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.